Ukraine's swift offensive towards Kharkiv, in the northeast of the country, brought many well-deserved rewards. The Ukrainian armed forces not only reclaimed important parts of Ukrainian territory, but also captured much of the equipment that Russia threw away during its escape, including even one T-90M tank. This is one of at least 380 Russian tanks captured by Ukraine since the start of the war, but it is very useful as it provides very important data. Arms capture can provide valuable information about the state of enemy military equipment, which is why countries take the protection of their weapons in war very seriously. America made many unsuccessful attempts to acquire and study the T-72 during the Cold War. The prized T-72 had served Russia for 14 years before the Americans finally got a chance to check it out. But by then, it had been replaced. In turn, the T-90M has been in service for only 2 years. The T-90M, also known as Prorev 3, is Russia's finest battle tank. It is a modernization of the earlier T-90 model, which was introduced in the early 1990s. Both models, of which there were several hundred in the Army, were far superior to Soviet tanks, which are still widely used in both Russia and Ukraine. The breakthroughs were not used during the initial invasion, leading military analysts to believe they were reserved for a possible war with NATO. However, tanks did appear within a few months. The T-90M has several levels of protection. The first, the so-called invisibility cloak, according to Russia, can absorb heat and radio signals. In theory, this layer hides the T-90M from NATO airborne radar, which can track Russian equipment remotely, and also prevents the use of anti-tank guided missiles, which rely on thermal imaging to capture targets. In addition, the tank is equipped with the Afghan Active Protection System, which fires projectiles to intercept attacks at close range, as well as dynamic protection used in many Russian tank models, which can interfere with the detonation of anti-tank missiles. Finally, there is the physical armor of the tank, of which little is known. In addition to high-tech protection, captured tanks are equipped with the latest Russian offensive weapons, including computerized fire control systems and weapons capable of firing guided projectiles. The T-90M cannot be called invulnerable. Ukraine has already destroyed one such tank. However, capturing one more whole can yield much more useful information. The ability to disassemble and analyze them will facilitate the destruction of more T-90Ms in the future. The trophy samples will also allow the military to assess Russia's claims about its military capabilities. As the war in Ukraine continues, intelligence will receive more useful data. The West has gained access to a number of Russian radar, reconnaissance, and command vehicles with their valuable secrets. Ukrainian experts consider the Russian T-90M and T-80 BVM tanks to be the best because, in addition to other characteristics, they also have a long range, as they can hit targets hundreds of kilometers away. According to Oryx, the number of Russian T-90M tanks for now is quite small. Russia is expected to have 10 by 2021. They are very useful and powerful, but the problem is that there are not many, Mihadlov said. He also added that the technology is nothing new, as it is said to be designed similar to the T-72 model with slightly more technology and more powerful weaponry. Serhiy Zguritz, director of consulting agency Defense Express, said the tanks were attractive mainly because of their control system, which allowed Russian troops to slightly increase automation during the battle itself. It also consists of protection against thermal and radar detection.